none of that matters, bro. We telling you to repent, and you want to bring up your rap. Right? So they got a choice right now, bro. And they choosing death over life. It's simple. They making their decision. So once their decisions start playing out in real time, don't be sorry for them. Because deep down, this is what they wanted. Yep, Jeremiah 16:5, it says, neither go to lament nor bemoan them, for I have taken away my peace from this people, said the Lord. Right? He said, I've taken away my peace. Right? People always say, God bless America. Why would God bless America? Everything that's going on in America. Right? Why do you think this place deserves a blessing? Right. Right? If anything, nobody should be cursed.
Hey, the Lord gonna bless this motherfucker with nukes.
Right.
No?
Yeah. And that's how you purify something. You purify something with fire. You gotta be purified. Right? Everything is polluted over here. The air, the food, the female, right? Everything is fucked up. Right? So how is America blessed? Jeremiah 16:5, it says, for I have taken away my peace from this people, said the Lord, even loving kindness and mercy. Right, so he ain't gonna have no mercy. That's why when it says in Revelation, Revelation 14, about when these missiles drop, the Lord's wrath is gonna be poured out without vision. There ain't gonna be a watered down judgment. There ain't getting no mercy in there. Right? You gotta die. That's gonna be the end all be all. Alright? It is the time to come into you. You ain't got the wicked plans, so you the things that you want to do. The Lord is gonna give the wicked of our people over unto this man. Right? And he gonna torture the shit out of them. He gonna do all type of shit to them, bro. They ain't seen shit yet. Right? That same spirit that Esau was in his slavery, hey, he about to show you. He about to show you who he really is. He about to show you how he really feels. He already been showing it, but these people they blind. He gonna put in your face blatantly. Alright? Psalm 17:13. Arise, O Lord, disappoint him, cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword. Disappoint him. Like, cause this man, he got his plan, he got his NWO, right? It's a robber that he want to implant in your head to be able to track. So everything that you do, right? To track all of your money, right? Have all of your account information on it, right? Complete control over you and your life, your family, right? You want to be God. You want to be the Most High. That's the device that you want to put in people, bro. All right? But hey, you said, hey, disappoint. That's the Psalm of David, right? Yes, sir. Right? You said, hey, disappoint him and cast him down. He's gonna be fucking disappointed. Right? Hey, because he hate us, bro. The so-called the elites, the rulers, but they the ones who run the world, right? Hey, we are canceling the earth because we speaking up against, all of the BS that's going on. Yeah. Like we're speaking about people die so fucking terrible, right? You got 100 different genders. You see? Hey, just a bunch of confusion. Right? All of the women, most of them are whores. Right? And they still expect you to treat them like they chaste and pure. They want you to still, give them that treatment, right? As if they're not a whore. They want to go to 100, 200 men, right? And I'm being generous. And they want to get with a so-called good man at the end of that. Oh, you got to take me and accept me who I am. This 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 8. It's going before they should. It says, this 2 Thessalonians chapter 2. This is 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 7. It
he who now let it will let it until he be taken out of the way.
Right, so the mystery is iniquity. And at that time, it talks about the Romans, right? But the Romans were the Edomites. Hey, the Romans back today, it's that beast that's spoken about in the book of Revelation, who was born is ill. Right? But it says he who let it will now let it, so he be taken out of the way. So the Lord is allowing this man to do what he do.
Yeah, and it tells us that in Job the 14th chapter, how the days when he saw Edom in return, you know? So his fate has already been sealed, you know, whether they like it or not, you know? And when you go back to, you know, Genesis, how they dug and received, you know, blessed on the sword and the tongue to rule over the Israelites, you know, hey, he wasn't grieved with that, you know? He had his pie, he ate it, right? So you can't be mad when you get to see your present kingdom come,
right?
You know? Because it's already been set in stone that that's what's going to happen.
Right.
You know? No one can turn the judgment away that Yahweh Shai has set up for this man.
Right. That's why the Lamentations say, hey, rejoice. On Edom. Hey, because they say the cup shall pass through us indeed. Hey, we drinking the cup. Hey, we went through slavery. All those things will not go unjudged. Right? Slavery, everything that happened in slavery, right, will come upon the people that did it.
Right.
All of those things, right? Hey, the Most High seen all that. Going through they grace they call God, Jesus Christ. Hey, the Bible, because they there for us, right? They're for the Israelites. And they say they're going to pay back our oppressors. See, they like to say, oh, you know, man, that was a long time ago, man. Let it go. Right?
Hey, bro, way from the beginning, right? The Lord created a vessel of honor and a vessel of dishonor. You know? And so somebody got to play that role in the earth. You know? And it just so happens, well, you know, it is the wicked. Right? Esau, Edom, and the rest of you heathens. You know, but the Lord is soon to break forth that arm, you know, and when the fire of brimstone those vessels upon you Edomites, man. You know, to take you out of that power rulership seat that you're in.
Right. And just like they say, that shit happened a long time ago. Let's say somebody started talking about the Holocaust, right? You say, man, y'all need to let that shit go, man. That's a long time ago. I'm like, how can they say that? Right. That's an evil thing to say. So, but you can say that about us, though. In the book of Daniel, the 9th chapter, it says that everything that happened upon the Israelites ain't happened upon nobody else on the planet Earth.
I got a quick one, real quick, what you said, if I may, Baba Bashar. It's Ecclesiastes 3:15. That which has been is now, and that which is to be have already been. And the Most High requires that which is past, right? You love to say, remember the Alley Road, remember 9/11. But when it's time for you to pay for your judgment, you want to forget everything and let God bygones be bygones. But that's not how the Lord rocked it. All right, you got to pay up your tab, Esau. You can't escape what you have done here upon America and upon the world for that being. Right? You've been ruling since the Greeks, and now it's time to pay. Esau is the end of the world. Jacob is the beginning of it that follows, man. And you niggas that cleave onto him, you want to receive the Lord gonna whoop y'all ass just like a heathen. And also we gonna receive mercy, but since the Lord gonna show you, just like we're going into the judgment, He's gonna show you, hey man, you should have been wanting to cleave onto what I got to say. Alright? Because it's not gonna do you any good. The pain and the agony and the turmoil and the grief you're gonna suffer on the left hand side, it's going to be worse than what you would have to do on the right hand side, under your Yahweh side. You see, it don't pay to be like a heathen, man, for a little bit of time, bro. We 20, 30 brothers, we're not going to see 70 or 80, bro. The way the magnetism is going, the way everything is going, the world can't sustain like this. Okay, but you got it, Doc. That's just a quick
Yeah, I got it. Hey, the scripture says, the hand join the hand, the wicked shall not go upon it.
Shall not. No way.
Hey, what Yahweh Shai said in John 14, he said, if it were not so, I wouldn't have told you. Right? So everything was written for us, man. All right? This is 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 8. It says, and then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming.
So it says the wicked will be revealed. And that's what's happening in these times that we're in. The Lord took the captors, right? So the Israelites were in captivity to come up against our oppressors and reveal them. Hey, you Esau Edom in the Bible. Hey, and the Lord got something for your ass. And we gonna have you in chains.
Right.
This is what we preaching unto this man.
Right.
Right? All the wicked things that he has been, and we saying that the Lord got you, bro. The Lord gonna do something to you. He's basically exposing this man for the devil, the true devil that he is.
Right.
Right? Because he don't care about his own fucking people. Right? You see the things that they do to the food, that they do to the air, that they do to the water. That man is a fucking madman.
The scripture Sirach said he that is evil to himself, to whom shall it be good?
Yeah, right. He ain't a pedophile. Right. He ain't like no more. Right? See, hey, so we exposing these men for all these things. Right. America's history is not pretty.
Right. So-called white man, woman, and child degenerates.
Right.
Best people on the earth.
Right.
It's being found out right now, man. The Lord exposing them.
Yep. And they walk around so haughty. But look what the fuck you have done to. You have no regard of humanity. Like you like to say, mankind messed with the earth. Well, no, the way you ruling the earth, you showing no regard to humans, bro.
Right.
That's fucking like the Lord has made the perfect devil, and it's like he goes scot-free to you blind Negroes like Isaiah 6 and 9. It's like, damn, bro. And what we saying is so far-fetched, but we see it on a day-to-day basis. You got it, bro.
Right. This is stolen land.
Yeah.
Everybody know that. Everybody know the history of America.
Right.
All of them. You see? This whole, hey, all of America has been stolen. And blood has been shed. Right? Unjustly.
Unjustly, bro.
And you will get paid back for that.
Right.
Because it's the Lord's people that you've done it to. Hey, can't nobody just touch no Israelites, bro. Especially not the elect, but to be an Israelite, period. It said the Israelites are the apple of the Lord's eye. Right?
Jeremiah chapter 2 and verse 3. Israel was holiness unto the Most High, and the first fruits of his increase. All that devour him shall offend, evil shall come upon them, saith Yahweh Shem God.
The Most High said, all that devour Israel is going to, he said that should offend him. He said, when you do that unto them, unto my people, he said, I will devour you.
Right.
So the Lord said everything that you've done to his people, right? And he got something for your ass.
That's right.
And he put us through hell for our disobedience, right? He said he saw him upon us, he saw him eating, right? But still, even though the Lord put his spirit on Esau to do it, he's still gonna judge him for that.
This is Exodus 21 and 16. It says, and he that stealeth a man and selleth him, or if he be found in his hand, he shall surely be put to death.
Right.
That's why, we get that Revelation 1 and 7. It basically goes into what every knee shall bow. He says, Hawashai says, what all those that pierce me shall see me.
Right.
That goes chiefly to you Edomites, man. Chiefly to you Edomites. All right. The Lord has a great recompense that He's soon to lay sorely upon you. Okay, and you can't run away from it. It speaks about that. What's that? Ezekiel 35, man.
Right.
When it goes into what he had the trail of blood pursuing him. Even from the beginning, you have already been deemed to be destroyed, man.
Right.
That's why your name is what wasted away as easy. And at the end of the day, everybody has to live up to their name.
Yeah.
Okay, Hawashai is gonna be the deliverer, right? Yashara, we're gonna be the princes of the power, and your filthy ass gonna be destroyed, man.
Right. The son of perdition.
The son of
perdition.
Yeah, it said that with that 2 Thessalonians too.
Right.
When the wicked shall be revealed, the son of perdition. Right now, it shows that how key prophecy is, man. It says that you're gonna be consumed with the spirit of Yahweh Shemi's mouth. Well, that's the prophecy. Okay,
Right.
you're being consumed daily in the brightness of his coming. All manners of darkness, all wickedness, all right, is being revealed, man, through the mouth of the prophets. That's why it tells us that it's Psalms the 2nd chapter, right? How the things of Esau Edom searched out, Right? Well, it's because Yahweh Shah put the spirit upon the prophets, man, to come out and warn you of the witches and the warlocks, the things they're doing on the left-hand side, you know, the things that these elites, these gutter rats are doing, you know, the elite banking families, the shit that they're doing, all right? And a chief in a high place of prophecy is what? Showing that the MOTP is soon to be pushed to the forefront as well. You know, but what? That's going to lead to your own destruction, man. Right. Because you want that what? Like I said, all-seeing eye. You know, you want total control, right? But that's not going to happen, okay?
This is Amos chapter 1 and verse 11. Thus saith Yahweh Shah, for 3 transgressions of Edom, and for 4 I will not turn away the punishment thereof.
That's right. The Lord, Yahweh Shah, will not turn away the punishment thereof. Okay? It's already set in stone. You know, no matter how, it speaks about that in Psalm 49:11. No matter how much you try to build, no matter how much lines you try to push to the forefront, and let these people know you got all these jobs opening up, right? The Lord is going to put an end to it. Okay? Even seeing the wickedness, right, that has what exceeds and greatly polluted the earth. You know? Where this wickedness is, Yahweh Shah is mad and disgusted with this filthy ass place every day, man. Right. You know? That's why I told you that in Amos 9. Let's get that by the shop. Amos 9 and 8.
Thus saith Yahweh Shah, for 3 transgressions of Edom, and for 4 I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because he did pursue his brother with the sword.
So, hey, and that's a long ass trail of blood. That's why I tell you in Revelation that what they're still reached up to heaven. You know, their iniquity, their wickedness. You know, it reached up to heavens, man. So you got a whole lot of shit that you got to pay for. You know?
And if I can add, I ain't check that out. The Lord said for 1 transgression, right? Or for 2, he ain't gonna turn away the punishment thereof. So if he's only fucked up 1 or 2 times, the Most High said, I still wouldn't let you get away. But it's way more than 1 and 2. So how much more the Most High gotta pay these so-called, as they will call themselves, Caucasians, but these Edomites back, man, for what they done to us? Even if you did something once or twice, the Most High said you still won't get off. But now your sins have reached up to the heavens. You done too much, man. And that the Lord said, now he gotta pursue you with blood. Because you love blood so much, now he gotta give it to you, man.
You know? From the beginning, being that Adam gave Cain and Abel, you know, the law and how to go forth about the sacrifices. Hey, you put your hand forth, the Lord still wouldn't accept it. Right. You know? Because what? You had a wicked mindset. Okay? But that's just how the Lord created you to be. You know? That's just what it's going to be. You got to go on that?
And did cast off all pity, and his anger did tear perpetually, and he kept his wrath forever.
Hey, it said that in Hebrews, you know? Hey, the devil started casting it with tears. Yeah. You know? And what Yahweh Shah, can you read that last part again?
Because he did pursue his brother with the sword,
Hey, he pursued the brother with a sword. That was his blessing, man. You know, he's gonna rule with the sword. And what does it say in Revelation 13 chapter? He that ruling with the sword. All right, you got it.
This Revelation chapter 13 and verse 10. It says,
Hey, 144. Hey, ain't nobody on the planet Earth use a sword like this devil. He's
so-called white man.
He's cunning. He's a cunning hunter, right? He smells like sweat, dirty as hell.
Old sweat.
Yeah. Go ahead.
This Revelation chapter 13 and verse 10. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity.
Right.
And he that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword.
There you go, man. So your own blessing that Yahweh Shah, what do you say? I created the smooth dead glory, right? It's going to transform, all right, and get all the way to, well, it's, what's the word I want to use? It's high tech, so to say. Right. You know, it's real high tech. Okay, but your sword is going to be the whole demise of your destruction. Okay?
It says, and here is the patience and the faith for the saints. Yeah. And you know what that remind me of? Haman the Edomite, right? Haman, now what he did, he tried to come against and persecute the Israelites, right? And what was in Haman's letter? Let's put all of them to death. Now, he set up all this
these gallows for Mordecai. He had gallows set up for Mordecai so Mordecai could be hung on them because he hated the Jews that much. And you know what? That was how holy they Purim. So really the lot landed on Israel to be delivered because the Lord had Haman, the same gallows he set for Mordecai to be hung on, Haman got hung on him along with his sons and his family, man. So that's the same thing about to happen to Esau. Everything he built, you know, his NWO he got planned. As the saying, Job, when you're about to fill your belly, everything go fall on you, man. Everything go backfire. Right? Those missiles that you had created to shoot on other nations, now they gonna use that same technology and missiles you gave them to shoot on you, man. You know?
Yeah, that's a beautiful point too, because when you look at it, every time the heathen tried to fuck up and come up against Israel, the Lord did that every time. You know, as you speak about how the lot is cast to the left, you know, because you see how they cast them lots. Well, it was already set up that when the elect would always be redeemed. You know, that can't change this.
Oh, I might add real quick what scripture say, he that sitteth for snare shall fall therein.
Yeah.
Scripture said, Job, his own counsel shall cast him down. Just like the missiles. You think the missiles are some, no, devil. Yahweh Shemashah used you to create that so he can destroy you in your kingdom. Just like the devil in the Apocrypha. He thought he was going to do away with the, no, sir. You get on them gallows, man. All right? You can't outdo the counsel of Yahweh Shemashah. You got it on.
Gentlemen, I've seen heat stroke in the military. I've seen it in the mountains. It's fucking ugly. You can't spread your message if you're dead. So start feeling dizzy out here. Please step upstairs. We've got AC, we've got water. Okay, you're wearing a lot of clothes. We're 105. Okay, you can't spread your message if you're dead. If you start feeling dizzy or thrown up, please step up.
Appreciate it. Yep. But even that, like Yahweh said, this word gotta go out regardless. You know, hey, the stones gonna start crying out. It's gonna
be a ditch. We'll call on the Lord.
Yeah, you know, this is real water.
When he said that, made me think about Yahweh said, man shall not live by bread alone. Neither water, right? Come and drink this water, man. The thirst is with rivers of living water. This is how we live, man. And that's why, hey, once again, you know, in Ecclesiastes 4, hey, King Solomon, he say, wherefore I praise the dead, which are already dead, more than the living, which are yet alive. Right. Hey, outside of the prophets, all you niggas are dead.
Yeah, I think the scripture says a barking dog is better than a dead lion. So the Lord got us out here to push this message. If not, look, hey, it's other people out here dead. They taking care of that. The Lord got us living, man. It's keeping us alive. Hey, more than what water can, you know, we can drink water and all that, but look, the Spirit is what's keeping us going. You know, that's what's keeping us hydrated. Just like Job said, I esteem that word more than my necessary food, man. This was gonna keep us going.
Hey, we serve the Father of spirits, right? You know what I'm saying?
It's not white man's land.
See?
Took it away from us.
That's right. That's what we preach.
That's right, bro.
Man, but we gonna get it back.
We gonna get way more back, man.
Good news. That's good news.
Back. I got that Amos still. This Amos chapter 9 and verse 8. It says, behold, the eyes of the Lord power are upon the sinful kingdom.
That's right, man. So it's nothing that you people out here doing that can't be hit. Right. No matter wickedness. All right? Whether you niggas waiting on the moon to come, you witches waiting on the full moon to come in to do your wicked ass sacrifices and things on the left hand side. Whether you devils just sitting on your bed, all right, waiting to persecute the Negroes, Latinos, and natives, and come forward with your demolition of the U.S. dollar, all right, to push forth the MOTB. Hey, man, everything is being seen. But ultimately, what? It's going according to what Yahweh Shemashah wants it to. All right, at the end of the day, he controls what happens in this place, man.
That's right.
Okay?
That's right.
The eyes of the Lord upon the sinful kingdom, man. The angels are taking record of everything, man. All right?
Ain't no way to escape. And you know what's cold too, because when people are angels, they think, you know, invisible beings. And no, the Lord can have a regular man walking here checking out what's going on. Actually, because look, this is what people gotta understand. America is not the good old US of A. This is Babylon the Great. That's in the Bible, man. Right. Now, the Lord had this place raised up to be as so-called great it is, as rich it is, for the destruction to be that much more worse. You see? But this is the thing. People might think when you say angels around here, they think, you know, people in the heavens taking notes. No. The Lord can have actual angels walking these streets, taking down hand accounts. Now, is that far-fetched? What happened in Genesis 19? Did not Lot see angels walking around taking notes of what was going on the streets? So the same thing. Hey, You know, we might see a Jake out here. Look him over there. Walk, look, see? Hey, that's a spirit. That's how you know I'm talking about. That's a spirit. That might be an angel taking notes. Taking notes. And as you got the angels giving the Lord the account, you got us out here as the prophets giving the Lord the account as well. What's going on, man? Sign and crying. Then you got those in the heavens sign and crying as well. So it's no stop that's gonna come to this place. It gotta constantly be cast down. The scripture says through this word we go cast down strongholds, man. You know, and that's what the Lord got us sent out here to do. Before actual destruction gonna come, it gotta start with this word first, man. We gotta speak it into existence. You see? Yeah, bro. Hey, you see? But it says, Amos 9 and 8, behold, the eyes of Yahweh power are upon the simple kingdom, and I will destroy it from off the face of the earth.
I was just about to say that too. Every time the Lord, once the angels give record of a sinful kingdom, what comes next? Destruction. Every time. The times of Lot and Sodom and Gomorrah, the times of Noah, nothing is different from your America.
Right.
You know?
Right.
This place is soon to be, and when you look into the news, right, hey, it's great talk about what? Warfare, man. Great war. All right? This place is soon to be obliterated by 200 million warheads, man.
Right.
And truth be told, it don't even take that much, man. That's why the Lord said, well, I'm going to utterly destroy this motherfucking place, man. You know? Because it's a perpetual hatred towards the devil, okay? It's a perpetual hatred to the wickedness that's going on, man. And righteousness can't fully spring up in the earth until all of this wickedness put to an end, you know? And that's why we get that on Revelation, you read it already, 13. It says, what? This is the faith and the patience of the saints. This is what the saints are waiting on, man. You know, not your this ain't what your Christians are waiting on. They waiting on everybody to get delivered. Well, biblical prophecy states other than that, man. Okay?
In 2 Ezra chapter 4 and verse 2 Ezra 4 and 26, what the brother was saying, we need the destruction to come. If not, we'll never get to where we want to be, which is our rulership, man. Right. But real quick, 2 Ezra 4, and straight to the point. And verse 28, it says, but as concerning the things whereof thou askest me, I will tell thee, for the evil is sown, but the destruction thereof is not yet come. So we see evil going on in the world. And we would be like, man, Lord, Lord, what's up? You know, you always shine where you at. You know, we looking for the destruction. It said it ain't come yet. That's the point. It says
real quick, and that's why we must constantly have that patience, man. Right. That's gonna show you who the real men of Yahweh Shem Yahshua, man. Because it says what Revelation 2 and 26, he that endure to the end, man. The same shall be saved. And that's only talking about the Lord's elect. That's who we were speaking about when Wisdom of Solomon, the 3rd chapter, when the Lord said, well, he only have care for his elect, man. They're gonna be waiting for the destruction of this fall this place. All right? To be false, like
what scripture say, what shall separate us from the love of Yahweh Shai? The elect is not going to be in the Lord's hands. It was put in them to win and to overcome the beast, his mark, his image. You know, all of this shit that's coming down the pipe, the elect going to stand victorious, whether it be through life or death. Just add up to your point.
And say what the elect love not their lives unto them.
So they don't give a fuck about nothing, even if they got to die for this truth. It's what it is what it is. Because we know that's not the end all be all. Even if we so-called die here, bro, we still gonna rule. We still about to rule. It's cool. Just like the brothers in Maccabees, the 2nd Maccabees 7, right? Who was Antiochus was putting them to death because they didn't want to eat pork. Now what them brothers said before each one of them died, they said, Antiochus, we not tripping. We gonna get our bodies back in the resurrection, right? I hope you don't think you gonna go unpunished. But they understood once we rise, we gonna be good. We about to rule next, man. Right. We ain't tripping over nothing. Whether we lose jobs, whether you gotta pay child support, right? Bills, you sick, so on and so forth. We not tripping because we know this world is coming to an end. Right. The Bible, as prophecy say, once the so-called white man, which is biblical nationality, or the Edomites, once they fall, the Israelites gonna rule next. Believe it or not. Believe it or not, that's what's happening, man. That's what we talking about. America, you know, they say, make America great again. It's over. It's fucking over. America's glory days was really after the 80s for the so-called white man. Then after that, it's over. You know, his aviator shades, you know, right, Terminator. Man, that shit over. Larry Bird, all that bullshit. It's done. America is done. From here on out, expect things to get worse. Expect times to get harder. And what the scripture says, because wickedness will abound, the love of many go wax cold. We about to see families turn on each other. Friends turn on each other. It's about to be famine. so on and so forth. Inflation about to go up. Oh, and now mind you, it's about to be a digital dollar. It's about to be a digital dollar, so you ain't gonna save your savings, your 401k, right? Your life savings, all that shit. It ain't gonna be worth nothing, man.
Right. And rich prophecy down the right.
Come on, man.
That's what's coming, right? When you look at according to the history, right? According to what Jeremiah 2 or 28, you know, it says every time you've seen the prophets, you know, get put up on their feet, they prophesied of what? Detrimental times, man. Lamentations, mournings, and destruction. Woes, you know, woes, right? And this time when we preach, well, hey, the third woe, man, is coming. It says what? Two coming. Hey, the third coming quickly. You know? You got it right?
Yep. This, Jeremiah chapter 28 and verse 8. It says, the prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms of war, of evil, and of pestilence.
That's right. So every time you saw the prophets raise up, the prophets only sent to fuck up your day. Right. You know? Yeah, to piss off you know your so-called goals. All right. The things that you wanted, your accomplishments, you know, we're just coming to put that to an end, man. You know, to let you know that what Yahweh Shai is coming. You know, we let you know Yahweh, and we're introducing you people to Yahweh Shai before he gets here. Right. Because when he comes, he says what? I will not meet thee as a man. Right. This man ain't coming to talk no more, man. He talked enough by way of the prophet. Okay? He talked enough.
They mocked the prophets at the end of the day. Of them. That's what Scripture talks about. Yep. We got it right quick if I can. It's 2 Chronicles 36 and 16. It says, but they mocked the messengers of Yahweh and despised his words. And misused his prophets until the wrath of the Lord arose against his people till there was no remedy.
Yeah, God, and it says that when they mocked the prophets, read that one more time.
It says, but they mocked the messengers of Yahweh and despised his words.
They despise his words. Why they despise the Lord's words? Because they see us up here. Right. You know, they see us as regular, you know,
niggas, Mexicans,
so-called
Native Americans,
natives, you know. So that's why the whole time the Lord put his spirit within us, man.
That's right.
He's not to be found in your home. He said, know you not that the spirit of the Lord dwelleth within you. Right. It's certain men that spread throughout the earth that got the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahshua on them.
That's right.
Not no spirit of these Christian pastors, you know, in these haunted houses, man. Hey, this is pure power, all right? And you can't buy, Ananias and them trying to lie. You know, when you go into, who is that? When they try to, he tried to buy the,
Simon the Sorcerer.
Simon the Sorcerer. This can't be bought, right? The only thing that can be bought is us, man. It says that what we are bought with a price. Now, if you were bought with that price, your destruction awaits you too. Right. You know? You can read that one more time, Bobby, then I got that.
God, this is the book of 2 Chronicles 36 and 16. It says, but they mocked the messengers of Yahweh and despised his words and misused his prophets until the wrath of the Lord arose against his people till there was no remedy.
Until there was no remedy. So the only remedy for you is what? Death. Right. You know? That's the only thing that's going to cleanse you, you know, and purify you. Mainly to you Negroes, Latinos, and Natives. Because it ain't no cleansing the devil, man.
Right.
You know, he can't be cleansed.
Right, absolutely not.
That's why the Lord's going to exterminate him throughout the earth. Throughout the earth. You know, it says, well, he's going to be like a piece of dung. You know, when you go and flush a piece of shit, it's never the same again. Right. You know, it ain't no clogging the toilet, man.
Right. You'll be like, no!
Yeah, it ain't no clogging this toilet, man. You know, it's going to happen.
Revelation chapter 11 and verse 11. And after 3 days and a half, the spirit of life from the Most High entered into them. And they stood upon their feet, and great fear fell upon them which saw them.
So that's why these devils out here mad. You know, the same, when we read in 2 Chronicles, you know, the same prophets that these people out here scoffing and coming up against, right? This is the same spirit that Yahweh put into them, man. You know? This is the same spirit, okay, that was ultimately going to be able to deliver and proclaim righteousness unto you, okay, until the elect so they what? Hey, we can get that real quick, Revelation 7 and 1.
Verse 12. And they heard a great voice from heaven, saying unto them, come up hither. And they ascended up to heaven in a cloud.
Well, that's what this is also with the elect awake. You know, and it's even going to be, you know, the murderers, man. You know, it's a certain amount of brothers that may have to be martyrs, man, but what, they're going to accept it, okay? Because what, they understand that they're going to be woken up to immortality, all right, the everlasting life, man, you know?
If I may add, bro, you're going to taste the victory first. You're going to be a new body. You're coming back with our shot, bro. Even though the scripture says it's better to be alive and remain in Apocrypha, I can't think of 2 13. That's it. But you're going to, bro, that's glorious. To have a courageous step like that, the Lord put the spirit on you to go through that shit and take the victory and come back and bro, it's like, it's no losing. It's win-win, either or.
Real quick.
You got it.
The Psalms 116 and verse 15. Precious in the sight of Yahweh is the death of his saints.
That's it. So precious. The Lord, like, man, you know, what respect was
Yahweh shall
he was standing up.
Let's go.
He was lit. Bro, so Stephen, when he wasn't thinking about that shit, he was the Lord, my Lord is, you know what I'm saying? So, bro, we might not even feel that.
Hey, that's what he said. Lord, receive my spirit. Yahweh shall was standing, man.
Well, even Yahweh shall at the end of the day, he was obedient unto death. He said, let his mind be in you that was in me. At the end of the day, in the book of Philippians. Beautiful.
Yeah, man, we always got to consider what Yahweh shall with us. You know, because, hey, that's the best example. You know, that's the ultimate example, man. You know, to go through such persecution. And he said, if the world hates you, they hated me first. You know, so everything that we go through is worth it, man. At the end of the day, everybody got a price to pay. You know, we'll take our so-called L's right now, man. Hey, because through it, it speaks about that Philippians. You know, Apostle Paul said, what? Whether I live or he says, I die so that I may gain Hamashiach, man. You know, and that's the same mindset that we must continue to have, man, until the end. You know, hey, because when all hell breaks loose, all right, it speaks about it in the book of Judges 10 and 14, the Lord is ultimately going to have what? All you bug outs, you know, all you niggas that forsook him, go crying to the so-called gods what you have chosen, and you're not going to be able to deliver, man, to be delivered, right? But look on the bright side of what we get, okay? Having Yahweh Shah defend us, right? The angel that speaks about in Psalms 91, you know, and that's priceless, man, you know?
1 Corinthians chapter 11 and verse 31. It says, for if we judge ourselves, we should not be judged. So it's like, you know, if we do what we got to do, examining ourselves, making the correction, it's like, well, the Lord ain't got to bring judgment on us, right? But it's the thing, he's still going to do it, like Job. Job, you know, in that life, he ain't do nothing technically for the Lord to judge him. Because it started off and Job said he was perfect. He hated evil, you know? But or even Yahweh Shah, he didn't do nothing in that life technically to receive judgment. But this is the thing, as the believers of the Lord, we sin here to one, change our lives, what it said in Romans 12, by the renewing of our minds. Right? So it says if we judge ourselves, we should not be judged. These people in the world, they're not judging themselves. They're not examining themselves, right? But this is the point. It says, but when we are judged, we are chastened of the Lord. This is the reason though. As the brother was saying, we going through our spiritual fire now. It's going to pay off. As we going through our spiritual fire now, these people not being judged, it's like, damn, what the fuck? We serving you, Lord. Why are we going through it? This is the reason. It's going to pay off. It says, but when we are judged, we are chastened of the Lord, that we should not be condemned with the world, man. So when judgment comes, we not going to be condemned with the world, because we going through our spiritual fire now, taking our spiritual punches now. So when times really get hard and the Lord send that physical judgment, we ain't gonna have to go through physical fire, man. Physical tribulation, man.
See? Yeah, that's why I tell them that 2 Ezra 16 and like 73, it says, they shall be known for righteous, or because what? They shall be revealed by fire.
Right.
So when this world is going up in flames and chaos, hey, that's our time for what the Lord showing everything that he proclaimed, us being delivered, us being fed, you know, us being guarded, you know, even us still keeping the righteous mindset, you know, having wisdom not to understand it, man. It speaks about that, how what in 2 Ezra 5th chapter, how a witch shall hide itself. You know, everybody gonna be bugged out, but what, we're gonna be the only one to be stable in the earth. You know, calling on Yahweh Hashem outside still. You know, you got
Right quick. Because we're going into that affliction, and man, having patience is that ability to suffer at the end of the day. Brother stated it, man. If he who endures to the end will be saved and everything, man. This is 2 Corinthians 4 and 17. It says, for our light affliction, which is but for a moment, working for
for us far more exceedingly an eternal weight of glory, man. So we suffer and we go through what we have to go through just to get to where we need to be, man. It's far more exceeding. It's the glory that we're going to enter into, man. And that's what we want at the end of the day, man. All right, we're holding fast on to that.
Man, that says eternal to him. No eternal. You can't take away the promises, the covenants, the glories, and everything that Yahweh Shemel Shah is going to deliver and give it to us at the end of this race. You know, Lord willing, we'll do it to the end.
This is Ecclesiasticus on the book of Sirach, chapter 44 and 17. Noah was found perfect and righteous. In the time of wrath, he was taken in exchange for the world.
Hey, they looked at Noah like he was bugged out, like he was crazy. You know, all that time. So the same thing, you know, like into the prophets today. You know, they say, man, you niggas is crazy. You know, y'all don't know what y'all talking about. They've been saying that. And can we get that in 2 Peter 3rd chapter? How they'll ultimately they lack, they come slackness. The third Lord's coming to the like, man, you can continue out.
Therefore, he was left as a remnant unto the earth when the flood came.
Yeah, so the brother just brought out, you know, in Corinthians, you know, how we'll ultimately catch in hell, okay, so that what we should not be condemned with the world. Well, that's the same thing Noah did, you know. Noah what prophesied the downfall of their pleasure, you know, that present time, you know, saying how what water was going to come, the earth was going to be flooded, you know, he was going to exchange, you know, from the world, meaning what? He wasn't given the same judgment as them, man, you know, because what? It always speaks about how the sin of the Yahweh Shemel Shah moves with fear, man, you know. It takes fear and faith for you to actually be out here, you know, for you to, we're saying in James 1st chapter, count your, we're saying when you, tribulation, you know, and your trials, it says, count it all joy. It takes fear and faith, man, to believe that what? Yahweh Shemel Shah will deliver you, right? Well, we find true comfort within the scripture because we're able to look at the accounts of old. Okay, the accounts of old constantly tell us what? Look at the generation of old and see who trusted in Yahweh Shemel Shah was profound. None. All right, you're not going to never find that count. Okay, so as long as what we have the fear, right? Speak about that in Corinthians as well. Says what we the terror of Yahweh Shemel Shah, we persuade men. You see, the only men that's going to be persuaded are the ones that already have the heart to speak in Yahweh Shemel Shah, right from the beginning. All right, and that's the elect. Okay.
Sirach, chapter 44, verse 18. An everlasting covenant was made with him, that all flesh perish no more by flood.
So that's why you have, you know, the rainbow. We had these devils construct and bring forth together a so-called tribe one, you know, with the ABC boys, you know, girls, and things of that nature. You know, what? You got a judgment for that too, you know, for hurting the Lord's life, man. You know?
The rainbow also represents destruction at the end of the day, that he did do it, and he will do it again. Not with blood, but with fire at the end of the day. So you see that rainbow, and you see these people, and often especially, with that pride shit, with the alphabet shit, and it just means coming doom and destruction. And it's coming upon this place especially, right? Because when he said it up, he was like, I'm not going to put the earth no more, but you're supposed to remember, what he did. What it is happening. That's right. But they do it, they twist it, and they make it about themselves. Right. Because the Father one another. It's like you want to wear a symbol on the street.
Yeah,
They would think you're a rainbow flag.
Yeah, if you can't win.
Even if you put this for the flood up, you know?
Yeah. You can't put a scripture on the side of it.
Can't put Genesis, you know?
This covenant that the Lord made. You know?
Hey, well, that's why it says in a place we where light is turned into darkness, man. And the darkness itself. But even if you try to promote the Lord in this place, it's going to get turned around. And what things that, as I said, the rainbow, they turned it around in this world, man. Come on, man. So you can't properly serve the Lord, hey, unless you're doing this, man.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 44 and 18. An everlasting covenant was made with him, that all flesh should perish no more by the flood.
No more by the flood. Does that mean that we're going to be no everlasting destruction to come? No. Now it's going to be what? Fire. You can grab that. You got it.
No, you got it. Go ahead, Tom.
Memorial of destruction.
That's right. Hey, what Sodom and Gomorrah was? A memorial of destruction. And that's what the Lord said to Peter. So he gave Sodom and Gomorrah as an example. In America, they didn't take heed to the example that the Lord gave, man.
The Lord gonna do it. No more this place. It say
Right.
it'd have been more tolerable for you to be in Sodom and Gomorrah, endured through Sodom and Gomorrah, then what he gonna do to America, bro? You know, now tell me there ain't no fire for your hands. You know, it'd been more. That's the Lord being sarcastic with you.
Playing, yeah.
You know, the Lord playing with you. Now he really about to bring that heat. You can read
Shit, I can start at
Start up.
5 o'clock. Just go into the water and then going into the fire.
Yeah. The verse now is reserved. Go ahead.
This is 2 Peter 3:5. It says, "Against that willingly are ignorant of that by the word of Yahweh the heavens were of old, and the earth standing out of the water, and in the water whereby the world that then was being overflowed with water perished."
Yeah, the time of the Lord. Go ahead.
That's my saying, going, the creation, the Shemayim, right? The Lord had had the earth made from the water, right? But that first heaven that was made, during the time of Noah, that first death, as you got it, bro, you can read on.
It says, "But the heavens and the
You
earth
can read
which
that
are
verse
now."
again? You can read that verse again?
Okay. This is 2 Peter 3:6. It says, "Whereby the world that then was being overflowed with water
So
perished."
the world that then was being overflowed with water perished. That was back then in antiquity, right? During the time of Noah, when there was too much wickedness in the earth, to what Allah had to say, look, that's enough. Right? Right, but look, the Lord said that's enough. It's too much wickedness. I'm about to flood the earth. Now in our time, this is not the same thing. In 2 Ezra 15, 1 through about 5, the Lord says, wickedness have exceedingly polluted the earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. Come on, man, look at America itself. These, man, look, and really, bro, America got some of the dumbest people, bro, in the world, bro. Simple. They worry about the Kardashians, what's on TV, NFL, NBA, have no idea what's really going on the earth, right? But think, hey, the rainbow flag, hey, the child sacrifice, and so on and so forth. So the Lord said the world that then was overflowed with water. Now, if we in a time where it's way worse than before, what can we expect now, man? Because look, let's read it out.
Hey, and then too, we speak about the missiles, right? How the Lord's gonna obliterate this place with fire. Right behind that fire, you got your house sugar come. Woo!
With his fire.
With his fire, the fire from the the beams or the cherries. So it's nothing is gonna go unseen and unjudged.
It says that, "But the heavens and the earth, which are now,"
but the heavens and the earth which are now, right? So we talked about the flood happening in the past world. But what's going to happen now, though? That's what we're talking about. What's going to happen now? You got it, bro.
it says, "By the same words are kept in store, reserved unto fire against the day of judgment and perdition of ungodly men."
Telling them, hey, what Noah was saying, we said the same thing, because it says by the same word, the heavens and the earth which are now were reserved unto fire. Now check that out. I find it interesting. Remember when the flood came, in Genesis it says that the Lord, he opened up the windows of heaven and poured in water, but he broke up the depths of the earth, the sea. Because remember, before the flood happened, it was Pangea. All the earth was together. So once the flood happened, certain continents, broke apart. So America made its way over here, the shape of America, Canada and Brazil, right? But mainly America made its ass over here because it's reserved. It's reserved. The Lord had this place separate at the time of the first dump. At the time it flooded, had this place eventually separate over time because missiles is going to have to be shot from one side of the earth to the other, man. So right here where we standing, it's going to be hit with fire one day. It's going to be the great sacrifice of the Heavenly Father Yahweh. You see, you can read that again. I can just read on down.
This is 2 Peter 3:7. It says, "But the heavens and the earth, which are now, by the same word, are kept in store."
By the same word, right? Because, hey, once Yahweh Shai declares it and proclaims it, it's nobody that can turn it around. By the same word. Go ahead. It says, hey, real quick, the Lord said what he said yesterday, today, tomorrow, and forever, man.
Right. We learned it in it from the beginning. Right. They talked about this destruction all the way back to Enoch. All right? By him coming with that fire and them chariots. Saints, man. All right? It says, kept the sword. It says, reserved unto fire against the day of judgment and perdition of ungodly men.
And that's what set out to happen in this place, man. All right, it's reserved for what? The day of fire, the day of vengeance. Right? It says, well, woe to the bloody city. Right. So destruction is coming to the city, right? Well, the inhabitants of you Edomites that have raped, robbed, and murdered your way on up on the high horse. Right? You're soon to be taken down from them.
And they stole the horse.
And they stole that too. And the thief coming out but to steal, you know, and to kill, you know. Right. Hey, everything that this man puts his hands forth to do is what? Evil, man. That's why he's known as what? The border of wickedness. All right? Everywhere he goes, he's going to have wickedness spring up. Okay? So no matter if you got the short end of the stick and you still got to bear the same judgment. You know? And take it up with your folks. You know? Go ahead.
And when brother beloved, wickedness is in this devil. Our people think, I should feel like people. The Lord has created them to be wicked. You can't change it, bro. Our people want to change and redo, you want to redo the clay that the Most High it's already done with. You can't put it on that machine no more. You got it.
Jeremiah say, what can a leper change his spot? You know? And speak about that too. And Matthew said, what a good corrupt tree cannot bring forth good fruit. Right. Hey, that's you devils, man. In Genesis, hey, because it all goes back to what happened in the beginning, man. Right. What you did in the beginning, ultimately, it's set in stone. It's going to be the fulfillment, of your ending. You know, what you did in the beginning, hey, man, that's going to lead up and determine what happens to you in the end, because you had wicked niggas from the beginning, Sodom and Gomorrah, that was you Jake's partaking in that.
Yeah, that might, but you had some, sons of God scattered. Yeah, Hey, what I'm it's all good.
So 2 Peter 3 and 8. It says, "But beloved, be not ignorant of this one thing, that one day is with the Lord as 1,000 years."
Yeah, you love, man. You believe in brothers, and very few sisters that believe, man. Hey, as we continue to see, this place going on, which right now we seeing this motherfucking place crumble, man. That's why I said that. Hey, know that what? Continue.
And 1,000 years is one day.
So everything is going to be done according to the time of Yahweh Shem Yahshua. All right, go ahead.
It says the Lord is not slack concerning his promise.
That's a key point right there, man. Everything that we read, the judgments, the promises, how we must keep a level head while maneuvering in society, right? It says what?
It says the Lord is not slack concerning his promise.
He is not slack concerning his promise, man. Now, on the flip side of us receiving the promises and coming into the glory, right? The flip side of it is what? The promise that Yahweh Shem Yahshua swore to his bread, that what? 2/3 shall not enter into his bread. This go around, right? The judgment that you devils have to ultimately bear, you heathens are going to be in chains as well too, So you're going to have a lot of people that don't believe, all right? You're going to have people that come up and, that's basically against Yahweh Shem Yahshua. Okay, scoffers. Yep, you're going to have that, but at the end of the day, Yahweh Shem Yahshua's word is going to stand,
Go ahead. It says that some men count slackness, but it's long suffering to usward.
All right, because they come out, man, y'all niggas been saying that, that ain't never going to happen, Hey, y'all Jake some bombs, right? They've been saying that, right? But behold, you got to keep in mind, these are going to be the same people that was in that same spirit, like the men of old. When their judgment was about to fall on Noah, you can imagine the hell that Noah's part, them to turn away the shit that they was like, this nigga falls out, you got this big ass ark over here, the same thing with us,
right? And that goes into that 2 Chronicles we read earlier about them mocking the prophets and everything. We out here blowing the horn and giving warning right now, man. The scriptures say, give them warning from me and stuff, man. Those who have ears and eyes to see, man, they're gonna get right, get ready. All right, for that coming destruction, man, by doing the work of the Lord, doing the will of the Lord, man, forsaking their evil ways, man. That's right. And continuing on in 9, 2 Peter 3 and 9, it says, the Lord is not slack concerning his promise, as some men count slackness, but is long suffering to usward, not willing that any should perish.
Yeah, and they also count slackness because of the illusion and the delusion. They fail to have ultimately been covering their eyes, man. These so-called jobs or the CBDC, we still can come with a solution, right? But that's ultimately set up so that what you can choose, the side that you're gonna lay on,
Says,
Not willing that many should perish, but that all should come to repentance.
That's right, man. The only ones. The only ones that don't come to repentance, man, is the elected Latinos, neighbors. You know, that's it. No one else, man. You know, it's only a few, a small remnant have ultimately been declared, you know, to be put back on their feet and prophesied the gospel.
And the scripture says, Israel have not obtained that which they seek for, but only the elect have obtained it. Right?
That's blinded. And we see how they blinded, man. You know, they just plan, don't acknowledge nothing, right? That's why it tells in Hosea 4:6 that because of the lack of knowledge, you know, and you're gonna be destroyed. You know, it said, well, you reject me, I'm gonna reject you. You know, and the Lord got a great rejection that's coming for all of you people, man. You know, mainly you Israelites. But this is ultimately who the message is for, man. You Israelites and you Israelites only. We're gonna deal with the heathen later. You know, it ain't no way that they can ultimately become right. Okay?
We're going to 10. It says, but the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise.
Yeah, that great noise is talking about the thermonuclear ICBM missile, man. Right. You know, it says what? It's gonna come. They're going to come like a thief in the night. So when the Lord gets to jacking this place up, you gonna have niggas in the club. You know,
Right.
When the stocks and shit crash, you know, go to a swiper's card. You know, with their Fed now. You gonna try to use their Fed now, and hey, it's out.
Decline.
You
You get a problem with the cash. Shit, what you mean my shit decline?
Yeah,
my shit full. I got money on my card. My shit full.
Yeah, and you rich niggas, you so-called rich niggas too. You know, it tell you that Revelation 3:17 that because you say that you're rich, you know, you believe that you have all of the dainties and the delicacies. It says what? At the end of the day, nigga, your ass still broke. Right. You know, because what? You don't have the wisdom, knowledge, understanding of Yahweh Shem Yahshua. Right. You know. So when you in the clubs or when you in the sky risers, right? You think you're doing your shit. You got the wildfires over here. Hey, this place gonna get totally rooted up, man. Okay? All hell and chaos is gonna be everywhere, man. You know? And these elites, these devils, you know, they show you these movies, these purge movies, they constantly come out, you know. And as we continue to get closer and closer to the finish line, right? What they're gonna do is they're gonna show their horns even more, man. You know, speaks about that Revelation 12, that what the devil's gonna come down on you niggas, man.
Great
all right? Right? Come down on you niggas with great wrath because what he see, you know, you don't see the shit because he the one fooling you. But he knows, all right, that this place is going down, man. You know?
I got a quick one out because the brother said everybody, the rich people, CEOs of companies, you about to be judged like your employees, man. Everybody about to go through it. Nobody about to escape. You know, unless you're elect, but everybody about to go through it, no matter if you LeBron James. LeBron James might be in the concentration camp with his biggest fans. Yeah. In the same cell, same holding cell. Right? People gonna be seeing their favorite rappers dead, man, laid out. Everybody about to go through it. Nobody about to escape, man, but real quick, because that happened in Egypt. It wasn't just servants that was going through those plagues and dying, it was Pharaoh them too. They served people in the palace, huh?
Yeah, because what? You at least chief Edomite, if you're touching the apple of Yahweh Shem Yahshua's eye, man. You know, and that's not gonna go unnoticed. It never did. When you had them taking the ark and shit, the Lord started hitting them with hemorrhoids and flagging them. They were like, hey man, take the ark and get it back out of here, right? You know? Please. So right now the possession of Yahweh Shem Yahshua has to what? Return back to his hand. You know?
And if it don't, plays gonna keep second after 16. Yeah. Plays gonna keep coming into that position, come deliver that child. Yeah. Come on, man.
It says war to be on Asia and Babylon for your destruction. It says what? Gird thee with sackcloth, man. You know, you people about to be humiliated and humbled out here, man. You know, because what? It's time for you to drink of that cup. You know,
all you so-called influencers and shit, Instagram, the blue check, millions of followers, bro. All that shit about to be turned off. Oh, and then with the new credit score coming out, they gonna tie that to your social media. Yeah. And they said if you're doing all that stunt with your money, talking shit on social media, your credit score gonna go down. And they might delete your page. So they about to be the same world people used to, man. Everybody about to suffer. Let me read this real quick.
Because niggas out here thirsting for a blue check. Right. Niggas will spend that $15.99 for a blue check, bro. Right. Hey, we trying to be verified of Yahweh Shem Yahshua. You know? Hey,
this happened in Egypt. Real quick, it's Wisdom of Solomon 18:11. It says the master and the servant were punished after one manner. The master went through the same hell as his employee, man. It says the master and the servant were punished after one manner, and like as the king, so suffered the common person. Everybody went through it. Nobody escaped. You got it, bro.
Because in Isaiah the 30th chapter tells you that when you took upon a covering that was not a covering, you know, you want to eat at the table of this devil, man. So then when he gets to land them sword strokes on your ass, you know, he gets to locking you up. When these troopers get to going in your house and confiscating your kids, you know, and they get to see him, you know, then you gonna know that what? As it speaks about Ezekiel 33, that prophets had been among you, telling you and warning you of the things that was going before you, man. And a lot of times that we're in the day. Okay? Got some more on that other?
One scripture say the Lord's not a respecter of person.
Yeah.
When saying apart from the Lord, He's not gonna be amazed at anyone's achievements or anything. He made the small and the great.
Yeah, that's a beautiful point. Why would the Lord be amazed that any of you peon ass people out here? He created you.
Oh, I judge him.
Yeah.
Dumb nigga. The Lord gonna slaughter your ass. The Lord gonna slaughter you niggas because they think they something. Yeah, they got the spirit of the Lord, but it's the Lord while you great. Yeah. You gotta acknowledge your power, bro. And that's what niggas don't want to do. I did it. I got it out the hood. Right. No, bro. The Lord fed us, clothed us, took us out of Egypt, fed us to the full.
Kept our clothes and our shoes
We
intact.
didn't stink. Nothing was sprinkled. How much the Lord gonna outdo that? So right here in this captain, bro, this is the Lord gonna show out, bro. Brothers gonna be smelling good. You gonna be catching the hell because it's written that way. So brothers gonna go, but brothers gonna be shining, glowing in the midst of turmoil. But you got it, all right?
That's why this truth was given to niggas too. Right. And it speaks about how riches are not calling for a nigga. But this truth is the same way. Yep. You know, you niggas are supposed to believe, I'm elect, and I can't be getting no reproof. Nigga can't tell me nothing. Nah, man. Hey, humility and fear is key, man. You know, hey, that's how we get out. See, it says what, give diligence to make that call election sure. It says what, be found with fear and trembling to work out our own salvation. You know, but Chase, man, they just can't get to the tool. That's what it all boils down to, man. You know, it speaks about that in Matthew, how the men of Yahweh shall pipe it to you. Okay, you know the men of the Lord pipe it to you, but you haven't danced, man. You know, you gonna shake your ass and go to the club and listen to Moneybagg Yo, you know, but when the truth come out, you know, you don't want to, you can't find food.
Right. They ain't dancing.
Right. They got time today. They ain't got time. Yeah. The Lord gave, like, you know, He gave you every breath that you breathe. Hey, was given so that you can get your ass to the men that's close by you, cleave unto them, get this truth, and prophesy. And it tells us that in Ecclesiastes 12:13, that's the whole duty of man. We're in captivity, right? You know, and the only way that this place can be obliterated, right? Let's go. You know, the only way that this place can be obliterated is what it says that the truth shall be preached throughout the four ends of the earth, and then destruction is gonna come, man. Right? You know, so it's gonna be men that has the truth, all right, the full 100% truth. It's gonna be men that hate this fucking place and ready to get up out of it, man. Right? You know, and these are gonna be those that spoke about in second chapter. Second or third, I believe. Second. You know, they still so simple, man. Okay? You got to know that out?
Yeah, that's in Ezekiel 7. Okay, 7 and 19. This is Ezekiel 7 and 19. It says, they shall cast their silver in the streets, and their gold shall be removed. Their silver and their gold shall not be able to deliver them in the day of the wrath.
You see that too? You see that too? You know, you see that too in Venezuela. These niggas still going through for the last 4-5 years. No water. You look at certain parts of China. You know, they got these 15-minute, cruising sites and shit. You know, they limited throughout the city. You know, y'all watching me outside bring some things. That's the last, man. You know, he got them over there going to that. How much more there? You know, he said he gonna obliterate the place on the face of the earth. You know.
Right. It says, they shall not satisfy their souls, neither fill their vows.
Yeah, because what? right? The money's gonna be crashing. You know?
Right.
All that flexing on Instagram and Twitter and all these social media sites, that shit is over with.
That's right.
You fucking harness twerking for dollars, single ones.
You see a camera go crazy.
Yeah.
You can be nobody. Pull out that camera and start twerking.
Oh, yeah.
That's,
Yeah. Hey.
Yeah.
Hey.
This shit sad, bro. The will of our nation is a token to us being defeated. The
Right.
Apostle Gabar always say that you want to see a nation, look at their women.
Right.
And the majority of our women, they're polluted with Esau's bullshit. They uphold it.
Well, I put some in the name of money, bro.
Yeah.
Like, if you look at the dollar, bro, that's why it's called fiat currency. Fiat Latin. It's like a currency for free. That's why they put a little stamp on it. And they're like, all right, this money. Yeah. And they just sit it out there. Yeah, it's worth nothing. Well,
Stripping.
it's a script for it.
Dance for dollars.
Yes,
Yep. What the Lord says, they say you don't have the birth cease. You know, the birth in the earth is gonna die out. You know, niggas gonna be trying to what? America is about to be. Brothers that watch Survival, the whole show Survival. That's gonna be the new America. That's gonna be worse. It's gonna be worse than that. You know, no food. Niggas gonna be getting headshots. You know, they gonna be getting C-hip. You know, but you gotta keep in mind, these devils gonna starve you niggas out for a minute. You know, he gonna starve you niggas out to where then when he come with that solution, you know, then you gonna want your piece of the pie. Right? But what? It says when you sit down with a king, it says consider the meats and shit that he gives you. You know, but this devil, man, he's not never to be trusted.
Right.
You know, you can't never trust our enemy.
they can beat it alive.
Yeah, 3D printed meat, 4D.
Right.
He gonna have Project Blue Beam meat to give you.
Jesus said you had Jesus from the Project Blue Beam giving fish and
Yeah.
bread and shit.
Well, I'm going to eat that. Like, what's wrong with that? What got?
Right. Too much CO2. Too much carbon emissions and shit. Huh?
Put it in a bag and then, rinse it out.
You ain't using all that ink, man.
Niggas ain't gonna know the difference, bro.
Yeah, niggas go vegan and niggas got a vegan cheese. Like my nigga.
Or the cheeseburger you put in the text. 20
cheese.
20 cheese.
Yeah. Slices of cheese on it, bro. Burger King got a fucking burger, bro. It's called the real cheeseburger. 20 slices of cheese, nothing else on it.
Cheese and bread.
Nothing. It's like, bro.
Might as well make a grilled cheese.
The second Ezra 15 and verse 14. It says, woe to the world and them that dwell therein. Because look, great destruction coming to the whole world, but the main place is coming to us right here in America, which is Babylon the Great. Right. It says, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh.
That's right, they draw it nigh. That's why it tells us in Romans 13 that what now is the high time to wake out of sleep.
Right.
You know, because what our salvation draweth nearer than we believe it.
Right.
You know, but them judgments are coming as well. You know?
It says, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh. For one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands.
That's right, man. You know, going into what the wars, it goes into your neighbors, right? When you continue to go on, your neighbors are gonna be your number one enemy, the nigga that you used to walk outside and shit. What's going on, Joe?
Right.
Know what I'm saying? He gonna kill you for that 3D printed meat.
He can't.
That's what's coming.
Look at that. You see Ned at the. It says, and look, a sword ain't just gotta be the. You know, you pull out the sheath, boom, yeah. No, it could be a gun. It could be a flamethrower. It could be a butter knife. Anything you can use to kill somebody or defend yourself will be used, man. You know, the makeshift shit that they got in the prison. Oh, them niggas gonna be let out too.
Oh yeah. You gotta worry about that.
They gonna be let out. Or you can have a person coming off, you know, solitary confinement for the last 10 years, and all of a sudden his door just opened up. And he walk out, everybody gone. And you can't say that's far-fetched, that not the Lord have all jail doors open in the book of Acts.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, you think about the psychiatric ward too?
Oh.
Niggas gotta walk around like this.
Oh, you know the Lord gonna have an angel and pull that string, and he go, oh shit.
Hey, because to speak about that, it says what the Lord have created those with the spirit of vengeance on them, man. That's the fuck out there. Psychiatric war, Jake. You know, Edomites that can't talk. You know,
They ain't gonna have their daily doses to calm them down either.
Right.
Oh, not even them. The regular American who doped up on prescription drugs, painkillers, CVS, the pharmacy, and white, and white bird. You see? Hey, Esau giving them MRE packs in the country, you know, in the concentration camps, man. Right? But the point is, man, it's about to get terrible in this earth. But it's exciting for us, though. We're looking forward to these things, man. Because we hope when they do happen, we're going to get spared from them. But it says, for there shall be sedition among men, and invaded one another, and they shall not regard their kings nor princes. Now, who is that? That's your modern day presidents, vice presidents, governors, mayors, city councils, senators, so on and so forth. Anybody who got authority in this earth, as far as the government is concerned, it says when these people start rioting, when times get hard, when they so-called rights be taken away, which you don't got fucking rights anyway, it's a facade. But when they notice they don't have rights and they start to rebel, it says at this point in time, the government ain't gonna have no control. It ain't gonna be no police in the earth to say, put your hands behind your back, get on the ground. Because that police officer gonna be trying to save his life, his family life, man.
Second Ezra 6 and 22, it says, and suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown. All right, that's that chaos the brothers told them too, man. All right, nothing but chaos. You're not gonna be able to call 911. All right, ain't nobody coming for your safety in that day, man. And it says, there it is. It says, the full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty. That's these stores you see on the block, the CVS, the Walmarts, the goddamn the Sam's Club, and Costco's and shit, man. Right. People, when shit hits the fan, people are gonna ravage those places, man. They're running into those places and taking it. And the normal American only has about 2 to 3 weeks of food inside their house, man.
Shit.
Right?
Maybe that was about 4 years ago. 2000. Bro, Americans don't even have money in case of an emergency.
That's right.
They struggling. They losing it. And two, when it says the sown places of pure sown, because before the food get in the stores, it start in the fields, in with the farmers. Right. So before they can get in the stores, the farmers gotta have a good harvest. But what it's saying right here, the sown place where you sow the seeds, and then the farmers ain't gonna get no harvest, so therefore the stores gonna be empty too, man.
And that already took place too, because you got a lot of like the higher ups, they've been paying the farmers and shit to buy their land and shit. Right. And move. You know,
destroying it with natural
to destroy. They've been paying them off.
He said he the biggest farmer in America. How, man? Oh, and another thing. What's in the stores now? That wasn't just picked last week. No. What's in the stores? What is 2023, right? What's in the stores right now? That's 2022 produce and harvest. In 2022, that was 2021 harvest. 2021 out. So the point is, in 2022 and 3, the farmers been complaining like, bro, it's over for us. So the little bit they've been having in the stores right now, that was last year's harvest. So what can we expect in the stores of 2024 if these farmers ain't been having no harvest for 2023? Right. So it's about to be a lack of supplies, and also the price gonna go up. Come on, man.
Hey, when you look too, when you go to these Walmarts and Kroger, wherever you get your food from, like just to validate, the brother point, right? All you gotta do is look at the date. You go get a pack of ground beef, whatever you get. You go 2-3 days. You gotta eat that shit. If not, it's gone. Shit turning black, brown. You got mold on it. You gotta throw it away.
Really, it turned to its true color that it is because over time they put. You know how you go into the store and it look pink, red? That's fake. That's dye. That's dye. It's preservatives. They pour that on there because if you take that food that looks pink, put it under the faucet, and just wash it. It's gonna turn grayish. It's gonna be grayish sometimes. Just bland, just white look. Yeah, bro, it's all bullshit. Oh, and another thing, you know how I always got it also got pre-seasoned chicken and shit in the store. Yeah. That's old meat, man. They season it so you can't see the mold and the decay in that chicken. Don't get that shit. That shit that's already seasoned is old meat, man. They season it so you can't tell. Yup, you can't smell it.
Man, That's the devil for you. You know, that is a big deceiver. The biggest, you know. Yes,
Yeah, I'm gonna read two more. You got it. This is Second Ezra chapter 6 and 23. It says, "And the trumpet shall give a sound, which when every man hear it, they shall be suddenly afraid."
That's the trumpet, man. Grievously, you know. There ain't gonna be nobody that you can call on. All right, like the brother said earlier, there's no 911, no ambulance ain't coming to fetch your ass up. And it speaks about that in the book of Jeremiah, the 15th chapter. You know, it says what they're ultimately gonna be given over to grievous death, man. And the dog to tear, you know, the sword to kill, you know, so forth and so on.
Right? It says, "At that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies."
That's right. Yep.
And the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein. The springs of the fountain shall stand still. In 3 hours they shall not run.
That's right, man. It speaks about that in what's that second Ezra, I believe it's 6 or 8 and 50, 6 and 50. You know, going into how you people are gonna soon be given over to great fear. Right. Great fear. You know, and then miserable death for not taking heed to the men. You know, that was before you. You know, giving you the words of God.
This is Isaiah 55 and verse 10. "For as the rain cometh down, and the snow from heaven, and returneth not thither, but water the earth, and maketh it bring forth the bud, that it may give seed to the sower, and bread to the eater, so shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whether I send it." Like these brothers been bringing out. The Lord said all of these things. It's going to come to pass. It's going to come to pass. And you can bet your bottom dollar on that.
You know, look, so just to say, man, that's why it's better to trust in the Lord than to trust in man. All right, the ways of man that's inside this society is going to fade away. All right, everything that Esau, Edom, the self-proclaimed white man is handing out or giving and telling you that you can have this is that 401k, that plan that you're going to last throughout generations. It's all bullshit, man. The words of the Lord are true and faithful, and they're all going to come to pass, man. So it's better to take hold of His word. Right, man.
Well, so at the end of the day, you can bring that one out too, right? You know, you can bring that one out too. You know, at the end of the day, man, what y'all watching outside is only going to speak, you know, so much. You know, and speak about how what the Lord is going to take the problem off of the highways, the corners, the hedges, and what how to top our tongue, you know, our tongue leads to root our mouth, you know, meaning what we're not going to be reprovers in the group, all right? We're not going to be out here to tell you that great evil and dreadful day is coming. You're going to see it at your front door, you know?
This Second Ezra chapter 15 and verse 18, it says, "For because of their pride, the cities shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation."
Right. This is end time prophecy. You know, these are things that we're ultimately looking, you know, at shortly. You know, shortly to come, man. According to what? The will of Yahweh Shem Yahshua. You know, you won't be knocking each other off, you know, killing, slaying one another because your baby's in the house crying, no food. You know, they gonna get knocked off. You know, it speaks about that in Ezekiel 9 too. You know, so they're gonna slay utterly old, young, maids, women, children. You know, but come not near the men of Yahweh Shem Yahshua who has that what the law, man, going into what the mark of exemption. You know, those are gonna be the only men, you know, along with the, you know, the believers, okay, of Yahweh Shem Yahshua that are found safe and secure, man. You know, so with that, hey, man, Lord willing, this is edifying to the Lord's elect. We'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh,
Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Kakwadash.
some of the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone and Lunacy 12, and must peace, safety, and blessings to the hope elect throughout the four winds of the truth, the sincerity, and the diligence. Till next time, shalom.
Shalom.
Baba Ball.
Baba Ball.
Baba Ball.
Baba Ball.
Baba Ball.
Baba Ball.